Good afternoon, everybody. So good that we could find a way to work this around. Now, I am going to be doing this on YouTube because the connection in Blackboard is not working. And so while I'm going through this, you are going to complete the document that I sent to you. It's going to ask you questions about what I'm covering. And so let's go ahead and get started here. This is going to be Class Connect 1. We are going to work on Intro to Variables. You should have completed today's assignment. That is a Khan Academy assignment. We are working on learning to take those responsible risks in our habits of mind. Now, also don't forget, this Wednesday is an International Pie Day. Hopefully you plan on having pie. Spring break is going to start March 26th through 30th. And today, well, the way your class is going to be set up, you're going to be scheduled to have CC. This is going to be your CC on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. You are going to need to be available at this time where it shows your CC availability. You can log into your Class Connect to show you're present, but you will be watching a YouTube video that I'm going to make for you. I will be there to answer questions. Because the connection is so bad, we're going to go this way. And then you are also going to be attending Tuesdays and Thursdays for 30 minutes. You'll be doing work also on worksheets, turning those in. You'll turn them into a Dropbox. That's available. That's there on your assignment. You are going to have assignments Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays. And you will have to turn in screenshots from those Khan Academy assignments. You will have Thursdays as a catch-up day, but you can only get behind on one assignment. You can't do a bunch of assignments all at one time. That's not learning. And then Fridays you will have your Khan mission. You will need to work on that. Okay. So for the assignments that you turn in, you need to make sure everything's dark blue. You need to watch your videos, and you got to work in your practice sessions until all of those problems are done in a row correctly. And if you got to do them over, then that's important. Rewatch the video, use the hints, but keep working until you get them right. Now, the great thing with this is you can pause this, so I'm going to go quite quickly, but you can pause it as much as you want. So today we are going to be working on variables and variable expressions, and this is not our objective goals. I forgot to change those. But what I want you to do is you're going to be able to identify a variable and identify a variable expression, and also give the meanings of the variable expressions. So a variable is just a letter, okay? And so we use it to solve unknown numbers in algebraic expressions, equations, all of those kind of things. So, for here, what I want you to do is on your paper, I want you to record which one of these would be the correct choice to show that identifies the variables that are in this equation. We have y equals 3x plus 2. There's your equation. Which one of these would fit the answer for this equation? And of course, I already have b down here, so you get a freebie, no pun intended. And so the correct answer is x and y, because x and y are the letters that are in this expression. Okay, and so in algebraic expressions, and they're also called variable expressions, we use letters to represent some number, and we also use operators, and operators are add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Notice our multiplication is very, very different than a times. We do not use times in algebra. in variable expressions because the x is used as a variable. So that would confuse things. So we never use times in algebra, the x for times. Instead, we use a dot, and you don't see dots very much anymore, and the dot has got to be in the middle, not at the bottom. We do use parentheses. The reason why we don't see dots is because it's not available on the keyboard. We do use parentheses, and anytime a letter is up against a number or a letter is up against a letter, that means to multiply. And anytime a letter is up against a parenthesis, it means to multiply. We also use this symbol for multiplication, which is on our keyboard, but it's all a matter of like coding, decoding. And our division is also used as this backslash. Okay, so our operators, we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. That's the meaning of that. So on your paper, I'm gonna have you do an activity here pretty soon. So when I say, and it'd be important for you to be watching this and to repeat this as if you were answering my questions, it would help you in your learning all the more. So right here we have the variable expression. We have 5x or 5.x or 5 parenthesis x are supposed to be up against each other. And so the meaning of this is multiplication. There's times, 5 times x. It means to times. Okay, and the operator, of course, is multiplication. So here we have this x over 5, and we have this division symbol. And then, of course, the one we more normally use is x/5. And the meaning of this is x divided by 5. And the operator, well, it is division, okay? Let's see how you can work on this. What is the meaning of this? Okay, now if you said it was x plus 5, you would be correct. And the operator is addition. Try this one. Here we have, what is the meaning of that one? Well, if you said x minus 5, you would be correct. And then the operator is subtraction. Now, on your paper, I want you to complete these. I want you to write the meaning for each of these variable expressions. That's what they are because they have a letter in it. And then I want you to write the operator down. Now, in variable expressions, we also call them algebraic expressions. I'm more used to that. We use letters and numbers together, as well as our arithmetic operators. Now, this is just a very small list of the different words we can use that means these operators. You know, you can see we have sum, add, plus, total, increase, more, that all of these mean addition. And there's more also. Subtraction with difference we use a lot for subtraction, but we use all of these every now and then. Same thing for multiplication and division. I will be sending this to you with this video. It will also keep that handout. So the words from, then, and into all change the order of how an expression is written, and we'll look at that here a little bit later. But these are, I want you to have and use. You're going to need to use them because you're going to interpret the algebraic expressions. We were calling them variable expressions, but they are algebraic expressions. And you're going to interpret that into what we call a verbal expression. So you're going to give the meaning of this. So if you see, we have A divided by B, but we also are subtracting 7. So we give our verbal expression A divided by B minus 7. Does that mean that's the only way of saying it? No. As long as you put your keywords or the symbol words together that mean that one particular, what you're doing, the operator within your algebraic expression, you'll get it right. Some things, they're just a different way of we write things, and here's one of them. Here we have really R times 4 times K, because they're all up against each other. But instead of saying times, 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 we just use some of the different words. So here we would say R times the product of 4 and K, where product, notice here, means to multiply, and times mean to multiply. So we have three things we're multiplying, and so one of them we say times, the other we say product. You could do a lot of different things. You could say 4 multiplied by 4 times K or something. Product is much better to use. It's more, we use it more often. And now then we also have here, we have 5 times the product, or you could say 5 times the product of x and y. You could say the product of 5xy divided by 3z, or divided by the product of 3z, or divided by 3 times z, however you wanted to say it. Oops, my bad. And the very last one, again, we have in parentheses. So we want to say something to where you've got to do that first, because everything in parentheses you have to do first. So we say the sum of 4 and n. So that means you got to do that first, because you got to get a sum, or you could say the total of, divided by m, the letter m. Now, what are you going to do? Well, you have a worksheet, and there's more to the worksheet than what's on here. And all of this that I want you to fill out and complete are on your worksheet. Also, once you turn this in, and I will grade it and get it right back to you. And once you have completed it and you've seen and made corrections, I want you to make corrections. I will send you the Survey Monkey, and then you will complete that. And this is definitely not the objective of today. Sorry about that. But I will send you that Survey Monkey once you get that turned in. So thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to grading your work.